Your Comedy Minute YouTube Live, number 49. I'm going to, let's first do the Web Water Credo. Work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big, wear glasses, need them. 9,492 subscribers, 4,170,590 views, 4,200 videos up. And Wadachin, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Wadachin, this is his first YouTube Live. So I'm going to dedicate tonight's show to Wadachin. Hopefully I'll do well in Wadachin. Can't you see we got a damn situation, you asshole? Now, why? Hey, YouTube commenter, let's start with the Super Bowl yesterday. Obviously, my Eagles lost, but I had a little get-together, and the funniest thing I just want to share with you real quick. My buddy Jim came, and he got here right as the game was getting ready to start. And they did the flyover. And Jim is an old curmudgeon like me, and he's like, can't believe they just did a damn flyover in an indoor stadium. And I went and wrote it down because I thought it was so funny. Can you imagine? Now, it turns out there's a roof. And he said, yeah, great for the 11 people that could see the damn jets flying over. Joey Scuppa's here. Oh, my gosh. And Hieronymus is here. Grand Theft Auto's here. Good night. We're going to have a good night. Here's the set list. Anyway, the Eagles lost. It'd have been great if the defense would have played. I saw this morning, and I won't get into it, but the Chiefs scored on every possession in the second and third, the third and fourth quarter. The entire second half, they scored every time they had them. Can't you see we got no defense? Oh, I'm laughing. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And, if you have a significant other, do something nice, buy them some flowers, get some chocolate, whatever. My personal favorite day is the day after Valentine's Day. That's when all the chocolate goes on sale. I did a story about Starbucks, and by now I think probably everybody on here already saw it. A couple got charged $4,400 tip. Altogether, their bill instead of $10 was $4,000, whatever, and they had to cancel their trip. And Starbucks sent them 2 checks, but they bounced, and they ended up filing a police report because they didn't get paid. But I bring it up because this is like the third time, and I'm not shitting you. I'm telling you the truth. I did that story on Thursday night, and on Friday morning, CBS Talk of the Table, Tony DeCopel did the exact same story and did it. He more or less could have just played my effing minute. So, Tony, at least give me a little credit if you're going to keep doing my stuff. I was talking to a girl about different sexual positions, and next thing you know, I got thrown out of the daycare. Kourtney Kardashian released some vaginal wellness gummies. Let me just, it took me a second when I saw vaginal wellness gummies. Now, obviously, I don't have a vagina. But if you had, if I had a problem with my schnutz and it was dripping and we had, I don't think gummies is your answer. I think you're past gummies. You better go to a doctor. The reason I bring it up is because a doctor said, don't take medical advice from Kourtney Kardashian. If you got an ill nana, you better go to the doctor. Don't take some damn gummy. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, that Kourtney Kardashian vaginal wellness gummy. I don't even want to get into it. It'll stop the smell. It'll do all. Oh my God, yes. Get right on that. What's the difference between a prostitute and a dead prostitute? About $200. A woman in Iowa was pronounced dead at like 6 a.m. So they called the coroner and everything, and they put her in a body bag. And like an hour and a half later at the morgue, they unzipped the bag, and the woman's chest was going up and down, and like that she blew out. she was still alive. The reason that I'm laughing is because, can you imagine being that person? Zip, what the shit? Hey, I'm sorry. She's still alive. She's still alive. They're suing. To follow up with that, they're suing the old folks home or whatever that had her in. She was still alive. My grandfather died at 4:45. And at that precise moment, his grandfather clock stopped working. A friend of mine said to me, he goes, man, that's so wild. It's not really, it fell on him. Hey, Debbie's here. Let's say hi to everybody. Let me come up for air for a minute, say hello to everybody. A lot of people are here tonight. I'm thankful. Let's say hi to everybody. Wadachin, what did you think? We're on pace on the first jelly. It's so good to see you. Hieronymus, yellow feet, purple bananas. My favorite girl in the world. Love yellow. YouTube commenter, Jalen Hurts had a few ugly fumbles. Yeah, let's keep talking about us losing the Super Bowl there if we can. We'll just keep that comedy right on going. I did a story, and I'm just going to I apologize. I'm going to go on a little rant here because a couple stories I did this week, and I'm going to bring up the Baltimore schools because when I do a story, it's because I find it so unbelievable, that it's like, huh. And when I did the story about the Baltimore schools, if you didn't see it, because it didn't do well, it's probably not a popular topic. But out of 23 Baltimore City schools, not one student was proficient in math. Now, it seems to me there at least be one kid that was fairly decent with numbers. But then I read on that 93% of 3rd through 8th graders are failing math. 93%, that means only 7%. Now, again, when I do a story like that, I caught a lot of shit, but I'm not blaming teachers. I'm trying to shine a light on a situation and say, look, another story I did this week, I'm not going to bring it up, but again, sometimes I think I get misinterpreted that, boy, he's poking fun at the wrong thing. If I do a story about domestic abuse, it's because I want to draw attention to the fact that there's some male asshole beating the shit out of a woman. That's just not right. Anyway, enough. I didn't want to go on a rant, but I wanted to clear that up because when I do a story, I don't want to just do fluff pieces. Something's wrong. You don't have to be a rocket scientist that something's wrong with the Baltimore City schools if only 7% are passing. Again, let's do comedy. My parents are both 80 years old. They still have oral sex. My mom, she says, screw you too. I did a story about a woman who she had her appendix removed because she said that she was holding in her farts. She'd been dating the guy for 2 years, and she'd been holding her farts because she was afraid to. Now, he laughed about it. I don't know if any of you saw this story, but he laughed about it. He said, look, I wouldn't have cared. And that was the funniest part when I put the story up in Reddit. The comments were the funniest part because people were saying, I wouldn't care. My wife used to try and hold him in. And I do think the more I think about that, if any of you are in a relationship or ever had a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or wife, I think there's a point where you get to that fart zone where you're comfortable. Let her, let her rip. And then there's probably the point where I know, I'll be honest, I have, dating a girl and held it in, like at dinner or something, because I thought, oh no, you don't want to fart on her teeth. Don't fart on her. Don't, you just let her rip. Good for you, Debbie. Good for you. I think, when it comes to farts and things like that, particularly farting, that's a funny topic. If I could do fart story every day, I would do it. Or poop story. I got a little poop story coming up. Little girl goes to a pet store and she says to the owner, she says, "Do you sell rabbits?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you want a cute little white one or a fluffy little black one?" She says, "I don't think my python's going to care." I asked this woman if she wanted to play Titanic. I said, "I holler iceberg and you go down." Now stop. I just saw this. I got a couple of stories I just saw right before I come on. Marco Goki, is a German ballet director, and Marco got upset. There was a critic that Marco felt like the critic. He went up to her and said, because you're writing all this bad stuff, people are canceling their subscriptions. They're not coming to the ballet. And he reached in a bag and put dog poop on her face. He smeared dog poop on her face. Now, Marco got suspended. I may have to look into this for tomorrow's minute. But Marco, if you're having trouble keeping people coming to the ballet, and your answer is to take some dog shit and smear it into your critic's face, what is wrong with people? With Valentine's Day being tomorrow, I want women to know that men can be like roses. Just got to watch out for those pricks. I told my wife, I want to take a picture of your breasts and frame it. She said, I'd like to take a picture of your penis and enlarge it. Oh, good Lord. I got a couple of dirty ones. I'm gonna do a couple more here, but I can't quite get over the comments and the stuff. I've been doing this now 3 years, and when people say, when I get up in the morning, I guess it's when I first get up in the morning, and I read, I effing hate baby boomers. I hate boomers. They shouldn't even be allowed on the internet. I can't help. I posted it because he used the F word. He went off, and I just couldn't believe it. And then he came at me some more. I was telling people yesterday, I just couldn't. I can't get over where that anger comes from. I don't think I'll ever understand someone that's that angry. If you don't like what I'm doing, you can just go like this. Just steer your mouse. Just go. If geez, I honestly, I can't get over that. I told a woman I'm not a dentist, but I'll give you a good filling. Pete Filberto is a Florida politician. And Pete got pulled over, and somehow they found 10 grams of cocaine in Pete's shoe. 10 grams of cocaine in his shoe. Now, not that I know anything about cocaine, but that's That's a hefty chunk of cocaine. 10 grams of cocaine. A Florida politician. I, I, that, like I said, when I do a story or I say something like that, it's like, hey, it's like Fetterman of the Pennsylvania guy, my guy. He, he, I saw a story, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Who's here? Who's this guy? Metal. Let me see what it is. I want to say hello. And to be selling that, sniffing that stuff. Metal Jakester. How are you, Metal Jakester? Good to have you here. Um, yeah, it blows my mind, these stories that, but again, I don't do them to uh, I don't do them to hurt people. I do them so that you look at it and say, well, that's darn ridiculous, man. That's crazy. I it's such a slippery slope what I'm trying to do, because I don't want to do certain kinds of humor. Although I do, I like tonight I'm going to run the gamut. I've got like this one. Okay, here's one that just runs a break. What's better than when a Make-A-Wish kid gets his dream? Not having cancer. Oh God. See, I love jokes like that, but some people say, all right, here's another one. What's one thing you can say at sex and a funeral? This would be so much better if you were alive. I, I love, I I I love dark jokes like that, but they really do, pedophile jokes or the whatever. I love them. I love them. I do want to touch on one more thing. I'll do the 25-inch penis joke, and we'll call it a night. But I did want to touch on, because a lot of people are commenting that I changed it from Your Comedy Minute Quickie to Your Comedy Minute Short. I have to try and keep making it better. I mean, it's 3 years, and yeah, I'm making some inroads. I see a lot of times, and I don't want to say it bothers me, but it's like, why aren't you more, why aren't you more famous? Why? I don't know. I don't know. I do the best I can. And that's why I wanted to just touch on, if you see these computer animated, the voice stuff I'm doing with, like yesterday's Super Bowl prediction with the girl, and I did a couple of jokes with the girls. That's I'm trying to, I have felt this, I'm going to just go on a little rant here. I have felt since I started this that, Your Comedy Minute would be about Debbie or, Wadachin or Grand Theft Auto or whoever doing videos and doing their comedy minute. Right before I come on, somebody said, can you do a joke and mention me? And I thought, well, do your own goddamn joke. What do you want from me? I'm drowning here, not waving. But seriously, that was always, when I started it 3 years ago, I was hoping that people would want to do their joke and put this thing together. Well, 3 years later, you're stuck with my stupid old ass. But that's why I do feel in my heart, I always felt if I could get other people, females, whoever, to do jokes. So that's why I'm trying. I did look into, what got me thinking like that was the whole AI virtual chatbot stuff, because I'm seeing more and more of them on YouTube. But, to get a good one and to get it right, that's a piece of change. And I don't know that I want to throw, that's why I'm fooling with it. And just so you guys know, trying to make some changes, trying to, spruce it up a little bit. Does anybody have anything to say about that? I mean, again, I would do anything to have people participate, but I think what I didn't realize when I started it, why would any of you want to send me a video when you can put up your own video on YouTube, and you don't need me? You just put your own video. I will say this, and this is true. It is amazing to me how many people, whether it's Yellow Feet or Debbie or whoever, that, and not that you two have, but people have said to me in 3 years, oh, I'd love to do a video. But when it comes down to brass tacks, to actually holding up your phone and saying your comedy minute short or your comedy minute whatever and doing a joke, not so much. It takes it's like tonight. Yellow said before I started she's excited. I'll tell you when I'll be excited, Yellow, when I say goodnight and press the button. That's when I'll be excited. I get worked up every week because I like the fellow that I'm dedicating tonight's show to. I hope I entertained you for 20 plus minutes, whatever we did. I take it pretty seriously. I feel, like last week, 52 people watched the live. That's amazing to me. I love that. But I don't want to. I don't like podcasts and stuff where they babble and run their mouth for whatever. That's not me. I either have material or I don't. Let me make sure. If anybody has anything, please write it out. Let me see it. My first laugh was in here today. Good. God bless. Kind of sounds like an eggplant. I didn't think that through. Purple bananas is random. Yeah, you say that all the time. I got my name from a game with this character had yellow feet, and yeah, okay, let's yellow feet. I'm telling you. And to be sniffing that stuff. Wadachin, I hope you had a good time. All those boomers. Yeah, that's me, Wadachin. Zoom in, good one. I don't know how the lighting is tonight. I tried some new lighting to see how that naughty guy I am. Farting jokes are funny for real. Refried beans and broccoli give me gas. I'll tell you what I'll do. I think instead of doing the 25-inch penis, I'll do one of my favorite jokes of all time. I've done it. I've probably done it on here a few times, but I'll do it tonight, and we'll close with it. There's a girl, since I said, what made me think of it was the refried beans and stuff. There's a girl. She's going to meet her boyfriend's parents for the first time. And she's really nervous. And they're having dinner. And there's this cheese casserole there. And she eats, has some of it. And all of a sudden she's got a fart. She's got a fart bad. And she lets a little rip. And the boyfriend's father says, Spike, knock it off. Girl, a little while later, she farts again. Spike! Girl's relieved. She thinks, oh, thank God. Well, a little while later, Spike, get over here before she shits on you. I'm sorry. I messed it up, but I like that joke. I tell you what, since I messed it up, I'll do the 25-inch penis joke. Guy has a 25-inch penis. Never told this before. I hope it works out. Guy has a 25-inch penis, and he goes to the doctor, and he says to the doctor, can you help me out? He says, no girl wants to be with me. I've got such a... Doc says, I can't help you. He said, but there's a witch doctor. Go over and see her. Maybe she can help you. So he goes to this witch doctor, and she says, go into the forest and go to this pond, and you'll see a frog there. And when you see the frog, ask the frog to marry you. And when the frog says no, your penis will shrink 5 inches. So the guy does it. He goes down, he sees the frog. Will you marry me? Frog says, no. Sure enough, his penis shrinks 5 inches. Hey, will you marry me? No. Sure enough, shrinks down. He thinks, just one more. Hey, will you marry me, please? No, no, no. There you go. There's your 25-inch penis joke. Thank you all very much from the bottom of my heart. I do the best I can. I hope I make you laugh. Like I said, anytime any of you want to help out, do a video or have suggestions. If anybody on here, Wadachin or anybody, Yellow, if you, Grand Theft Auto, if any of you are good with the whole AI and helping me get a, so like my thinking was to get one of those, another talking that it looks real and have them doing jokes and, mix it up, men, women, like I said, preferably someone better looking than me. Let me say goodnight to everybody. Make sure I said hello. Grand Theft Auto, thank you so much. Yellow, as always. Wadachin, I hope you had a good time. The penis enlarged joke. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't even. What was the penis enlarged joke? I don't even remember. Thanks for sharing, Scott. I didn't know you wanted others to post their jokes too. Listen, Grand Theft Auto. That's what it's whether you post it in a comment or it helps me get material. Like in other words, just so we're clear on this, whoever that like Wadachin, I'm so grateful that you came on tonight, and I hope you had a good time. And tell 2.5 million of your friends. I said that to Yellow the other night. Tell 2.5 million of your friends. Yeah, whether it's a joke, I'll give you. I'll say Grand Theft Auto. Go check out their YouTube page. Like I do a Total Blackout or some of the other people I'm trying to help out. I'm all about helping people out on top of obviously trying to grow your Comedy Minute. So, yeah, anything I can do for you guys, whether it be Grand Theft Auto or Wadachin, like I said, I would love. My first laugh was in here. Let me make sure I got everybody. Metal Jakester, thank you so much. I don't know who I missed, but yeah, a lot of people. Hieronymus, you love 40. Well, Hieronymus, yeah, I didn't say that, but the doctor, the fart expert, I got shit for that because I said the guy was a fart expert. He said, "Do you say fart expert?" This guy is a fart expert. He said, "Yeah, you have to fart. If you don't, your breath starts to get bad." Have a good one. I love you guys. I'll see you hopefully next week.